final right now. We're going into round one. Stoic, Sean, take it away.
Yep, pre-bans are coming in right now. We've got Lest on the left side, and we have H.FROG on the right side. This is Gildy versus Gildy in Zabala and Yanhong in the pre-ban.
So we have two very high base speed units getting banned out here, which mean they have to go a bit slower potentially, or maybe they still have an Escher, and that's gonna be H.FROG stealing the Okeanos away from Lest.
Yep, this is what happens when you're guildies. You know each other's tricks. H.FROG taking that. Wait a second. Lest, he's going with a Chandra and a cigar. The cigar, no surprise. But a Chandra with it as well? That's so strange.
Crazy, right? I know. But over there, it's stranger because we have the Kovaci finally being used by H.FROG today. I think he's been rocking the Zima Zabala a lot. But finally, he bust out the Kovaci because Zabala is in the pre-ban.
Yep, let's see what happens here. He's bringing some attack buff and immunity. He can be hyper-aggressive if he wants to, and it looks like CR is going to be the unit that he's going to bring as well. So attack buff bombs, these can be really good.
And over there, we are seeing a Barbara getting picked up as well, potentially to counter the buff coming out from Kovaci. Maybe utilize the buff to easily ignore defense, the enemy unit, and one-shot them, or even outspeed. Who knows?
And it's not often you see Les doubling up on elements like this. He went water, water, wind, wind. That's not very common. Les usually does a very good job at trying to like cover his ground everywhere. Because right now his opponent's showcasing a fire, wind, light unit. And it's just something to take note of. Now, we obviously know Ethna is a great unit and Barbara is a great unit. Those are very, very fast units that he can really interrupt with. So let's see if it works out for him. But I wonder if his opponent is going to exploit him in such a way.
And exploit, he did. He's going to pick up the Diana and the Monkey King to exploit. There's no fire giraffe here. And that has to be a Chiwu. I think a Chiwu is going to come out last week right there to deal with the triple win. And that's, I think it's going to be a Chiwu ban and potentially a Monkey ban, because Monkey right now is going to be such a great disruptor with the revenge stun coming out from him.
Yeah, Monkey's very, very good. That's going to be extremely problematic. But you know what? I think I really like H.FROG's draft right now. And he takes out the Diana. He doesn't want to have to worry about that unit. And let's see. I mean, the favor can be in H.FROG's side of the field here. Who knows what this Wind Monkey can do? Sometimes he doesn't revenge and do anything with them, and sometimes he's absolutely insane.
As you can see, the monkey is on whale, which means you can actually hit the monkey and not worry about getting revenge. But Ciara is going to take the damage together with more attack bar coming from Barbara, which means Cigar is going to come in as well. This Ciara is definitely in a lot of trouble and might fall in the first turn.
Yep, it might fall in the first turn indeed. We don't get a reset on top of Okeanos. Okeanos does have skills available. He can go for a nice skill too, maybe slow down this Ethna here, and he is going to, it gets resisted.
But the beautiful violent from Ciara is going to allow her to bomb the Ethna, and that bomb is going to take down the Ethna in one swift motion. And suddenly, Les was the one in control, and now being absolutely controlled by the enemy.
Oh, big damage from that Barbara, able to drop off that Cigar. Now we're looking at a dismount with this Barbara. Barbara is going to get hugged by the Chandra. How did that Ciara live? And
how is this Barbara still alive? The scientists are still trying to figure that out, but I know that Ciara's going to get taken down with the Barbara. Barbara's going in, ignoring the wind elements once again.
Oh, man. One proc from this Monkey King can really turn things around. Defense break sitting on top of that Cigar here, and obviously all the attention's going right into this Wind Monkey King. Wind Monkey King getting the stuns, not getting the additional turns. I really want to see a first skill come out here to heal up the team, but it looks like he's going to go with a second skill onto himself, so he can then get more immunity, more attack buffs up here. There's that heal. It's a pretty good heal as well. And Les knows exactly where his attention needs to go. That Wind Monkey King.
Man, that strip stun on the monkey was incredible because he was about to get protected by the protection of the Kovaci skill 3. And now he can defend the Cigar once again. Oh my god, this monkey is in so much trouble here.
Monkey is in a ton of trouble here. He's going to go 3-turn immunity, 3-turn attack buff Resets coming out here. Gets the provoke. Gets that reset on top of the Wind Monkey King. Defense break lands, and Babra's going to be pounding that unit in there. Less, when we thought he was on the ropes, gets the victory over his fellow guildie.
Man, that was so amazing. He outsped. He destroyed the enemy team. H.FROG got a chance with a Sierra Violent proc, but it was definitely not enough because he was so far behind in terms of killing the enemy when Les was doing so much with his unit.
I'm curious if that Wind Monkey King was violent or it was triple revenge. I'm not too sure where that unit was at, but I know we didn't see any violent procs happening, and I felt like we didn't see revenges.
Oh, it was on Whale? I think it might have been on Violent Whale and just didn't Violent proc at all.
Okay, because we just didn't see that unit perform. In my opinion, we did not see a Wind Monkey King do Wind Monkey King things by any means.
I think the problem with Wind Monkey King is that the first turn, he couldn't really do anything, and he got the most revenge in the first turn, and people still had their immunity up with the Wheel Rune, so we couldn't see him do anything, and by the time he could actually do something, he is the target to be focused, and he just went down.
Yeah, exactly. Okeanos is going to be the first pick for Lest here. Ashour is getting drafted by H.FROG. Now, it's so funny, because, like, obviously, these guys are guildies. They probably have very similar tech, so to see, like, these priority picks taking away from Lest is so wild to see here, but we have a Chandra and Ashour on the right side of the field with H.FROG. We've got the Okeanos, and we're probably going to see Water and a Wind unit come from less in this draft here, and it is going to be Babra. So much priority on this Babra. And Smicer.
I think the Ethna pre-ban really allowed Babra to shine once again, because that is one of the biggest counter to Babra, which is going to be the Ethna. And the fact that H.FROG is going more of a second turn route here, making Babra an even stronger candidate for the water unit.
Oh, I don't think we're going to see a Water Ivor here. I know Water Ivor is getting more of a showcase on the ladder nowadays, but I don't think we see, in my opinion, a very inconsistent unit in SWC. Not just yet.
Oh, here we go. We have an Annabelle pick. We have a Carno pick. He's going solid turn 2 right here. So how's Les going to exploit this position? But he's going to go with double immunity, one of them being Shizuka.
Yeah, this is interesting coming out of Lest. I feel like we're a little bit on the... it's not that we're passive, but I feel like we're not super productive with what we're trying to do here, minus this Babra and Okeanos. But we've got the Fire Totem is coming into play here, and it's going to get that ban immediately, with Smicer getting the ban as well.
Wow, H.FROG team barely has any good strip, and Les is rocking a whole lot of immunity together with the support from the Babra and the Okeanos to keep the Assure away from the Velajur and the Shizuka.
And that's exactly where that damage is going, right into that Assure right here. And he's looking to get that reset, and lands that reset, boosting up his team. 3-turn immunity, gets the additional turn as well, setting up a defense break. This is real scary for H.FROG.
And the cooltime reduction on the Velajur allow him to buff immunity soon once again, because there's a gap between immunity when you use Velajur as your only immunity unit, but the cooltime reduction from Shizuka really fixed that gap.
It does. Going for a big skill 2, reducing the attack bar of Okeanos here. I don't know if we go for the skill 3, but we can. We get a nice defense break sitting on top of the Villadril as well. Does get the defense breaks exactly where he needs it. Big attention's going right into the Connell, and now the defense broken. Third skill's coming out here. We have a pretty low Okeanos and Villadril as well. Villadril lucky enough to have the soul protection, though.
Man, the damage from these units are amazing. The defense right from Annabelle supporting the team is looking real incredible, allowing the Karan to do some big damage. But here comes the return fire.
He has to. Not as
and he missed defense break on 2 unit right there. Ooh,
yeah, Annabelle also has skill 2 cleanse.
Exactly, and I think because there has been no stun. So there was no stun to provide from the Shizuka.
Are we going to watch the very first loss here to Les?
Maybe we are witnessing the first man to bring Les down for the first time today. Just like how Babra dropped from her beast and getting absolutely controlled by the silence as well.
There it is. Babra's going to be going down here. I think H.FROG, the fellow guildie, gets a victory over Lest.
Whoa.
Congratulations, H.FROG.
That's what it takes. It takes a protege to take down the master.
Finally, somebody could understand Les and pick up an Annabelle. And that's going to be amazing against the heavy water fire draft that Les have been using.
Now, let's see what the new pre-bans are coming into this match here. Does Annabelle make it in there? I don't know.
Barbara.
That's not a bad pre-ban now. With what Les has been drafting, I could totally see a Barbara being pre-ban.
Or maybe an Okeanos pre-ban like the good old days.
It looks like
I guess we're seeing Ciara. Okay, first pick for H.FROG. It is going to be... What is it going to be? Something aggressive? Something like Cigar? Maybe? No, it's going to steal the Okeanos away from the enemy. And over there we're seeing Chandra Cigar. It's like previous game.
That's crazy. I'm loving this Okeanos prio here. I think this is a phenomenal. Actually, we've already seen this play coming from H.FROG where we went Okeanos into Kavachi. See what this next pick's going to be. I think it was Ciara last time. I don't know if he's going to go down that. Oh, Ciara's in the pre-ban this time, so it can't be the Ciara. Kavachi's going through, and it looks like he's going to go attack buff with setting up a defense break, and I think H.FROG's going to realize that. So let's, I'm sorry, Les is going to realize that.
Man, Les is going with one of the most meta thing that you could have seen. Chandra Cigar Villager with the help of sprinkle a bit of Hagang on the top to deal with the strip coming out from potentially the Wind Robo here. And maybe the last pick is going to be something even more predictable coming out from Les, but that is Les. The last pick is going to decide everything. And is it going to be a Fire Monkey King here?
Oh, it's going to be a Juno. I actually think Juno's not a bad unit right now going up against Les. I think Chao's banned out if that Chao goes through.
But I think it's going to be a strong, not stunnable damage dealer. And that's going to be a Chao getting picked up by Les. And I think that's going to signal the Chao ban. And the Chao's going to ban, the Wind Robo is going to get banned. I wonder if Les have enough damage to deal with this Juno, though.
Yeah, because this is going to be attack buff Juno, and I think that's going to provide a lot of damage here for H.FROG. You know, you got to give credit to the attack buff in Juno, but we do have a couple defense break units here on the side of Les, so he's able to maybe take advantage of some windows here. Let's see what happens. We do have a reset coming out with the provoked landing on top of the Water Twin Angels, and here comes that 3-turn immunity, 3-turn attack buff, I believe, from Kavachi.
But if you go for this, then Hagang get an opportunity to actually strip your entire thing, and then your immunity become useless. But however, the Juno is going in, doing some good stun and damage onto the Cigar.
Very nice stun there on the Cigar. That's a lot of damage right now on top of Cigar, but he's going to be cleansing that up here. There's not a lot of sustain on the side of Lest here.
But maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe the protection from Chandra is enough, and we have the Villager healing coming up really, really soon here. So together with that, he might be able to destroy enemy quickly.
Let's see. He's got big skill 2 damage here. Let's see what kind of damage he puts out there. And it's definitely going to be enough because we've got the Water Twin Angels dropping right here. And that's going to put Lest, not just yet, but it is going to put Lest in a really good position with H.FROG down a unit. So it's one less unit that H.FROG can get anything going for himself.
And that's going to be an important unit to be down as well. And now we have Villager being the main damage dealer against these three, and that's actually not a bad idea. Any defense break you can land on the enemy allow the Villager and the Chandra to do very solid damage on these enemy.
Definitely here. What is that? 2.3k per hit from Juno. So the damage is very good coming out of Juno. If we can get attack buff on that Juno, that number only goes up there. But it looks like Lest is going to be taking that round 3 victory over H.FROG.
Very simple draft coming from Lest. Nothing fancy right there. Just a meta commenter, hey gang, and he still managed to get the victory.
Yep, exactly. I think H.FROG needed something to kind of expedite a window where he's able to get a defense break and really pump in some solid damage here. But you got to be careful because if you're trying to go down that rope, I fully believe Lest will alter his draft to kind of close those windows that you're trying to create.
I wonder if we're going to see another Tomoe comp once again. Maybe. I can have my hopes, right? My little dream.
Of course. I mean, it had great showing tonight. There's no reason why it can't make another appearance here.
All right, so we have the Water Twin Angel and the Kovaci pre-ban, both very strong turn 1 Swift unit that can provide attack bar boost and set up for big damage. And first pick for Lest.
We've got Lest. Yeah, Lest has the first pick here. Chandra, that's what he's going to take. So that's interesting. We went from Okeanos, we went from Saga to now a Chandra first pick.
He's just showing that I think he's very flexible and he can just play whatever he wants and he's still going to get a win anyway because he doesn't think in not monster. He think in what role that he can fulfill in his team and how that role can counter the enemy unit and just pick whatever he wants. And now he's going to go with Cigar and Yunhong.
Yep, we do like these. He's well-rounded right now. I think these are excellent units. I think the 33 speed lead is definitely something Lest is looking at and he is wary.
But then, can he get the control down though? The counterplay coming from H.FROG is going to be the Ethna because there's no fire unit just yet, and he can stun the Yunhong potentially as well.
Yep, and it's definitely going to be taking turn 1 with that 33 speed lead behind it. And it's going to be an Ethna and Okeanos. I think this Okeanos was built very fast last time. I think Juno is a fine unit for sure.
And here we have the Fire Monkey King being drafted the first time today. Against all these control teams, we have a Fire Monkey finally, but the return fire is going to be the Helena.
Yep, Helena's really interesting. That can be a highly volatile unit, providing many, many turns and lots of damage and defense breaks, where we don't actually have any cleanse on the side of Lest, except that Juno. But is Juno potentially getting banned? Juno is getting banned.
I think this Fire Monkey is going to be a very, very strong unit here, unless the enemy Ethna managed to defense break it.
Yep, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Is H.FROG going to get a window on this Fire Monkey King to really capitalize on it? We'll find out. That stun's going out on top of the Yunhong, and that's a ton of damage going out on the Yunhong.
Man, Ethna going with 3k per hit, it's just so satisfying to see. That artifact quality is amazing.
It really is. That's a lot of damage. Almost 50%ing that Yunhong. Like, that is crazy. Got a nice skill, too. Might be going out on top of that Fire Monkey King. No! He's just going for attack bar pushback on top of Yunhong.
But I feel like nobody's going to be able to stop Fire Monkey King unless you land a defense break here. And then all your team focus on him, or else he's going to solo you.
Well, he already got rid of the Yunhong, and that was definitely something he really needed to kill there. And I think he may have needed to get that attack bar reduction on the Cigar, but he was able to get the stun, though, through Okeanos.
Okay, 1 unit down, 3v3, Monkey going with a stun. Les looking really good with the provoke on the Shizuka as well, but really nice. Couldn't really hold her for too long.
All right, he really is pushing to finish off this Cigar here, because I do think he's got to go from working on the Cigar to working on this Fire Monkey King, because this thing is very, very dangerous.
Yep, one to 2 good procs, and this Fire Monkey King is going to heal back to full while deleting one of your favorite units.
Yeah, it's pretty much almost there already. And it looks like we're taking advantage of a defense break sitting on top of Chandra right now. Now, I think Shizuka is kind of the key to winning this match here for H.FROG, but he's putting time into getting rid of the Chandra. But I think he's got to dump the attack. He doesn't dump the attack bar of the Fire Monkey King.
Oh no, Fire Monkey is going to go absolutely crazy here, unless the Shizuka has a thing to say about that, because what are you going to do to stop this thing?
That's a
or you can also proc.
He's able to reduce it. You can stun it? He doesn't stun. We have a skill too. Does Ethna have any skills?
I don't think Ethna has any skill because he already used it when he got revived earlier.
Bringing back the Ethna. Ethna's 1 turn away from a skill 3. Big damage going in. We're looking at more attack bar pushback. We're looking at more additional turns. Uh-oh.
Man, all of pushing back Monkey constantly is so weird. Uh-oh.
And then more pushback right there.
Can he get it? He couldn't.
He does not get it. He has to go big skill 3. He goes skill 3 into a skill 2. And then he just brings back Ethna.
Oh my god, is this monkey on fatal energy? Because he's not
We're
working at all.
going into a game 5 with Lest and H.FROG.
No way, dude. All right, I guess we're going on a game 5. That monkey could have just brought one time and he would have won.
That's what it takes. It takes a protege to really push Less to the limit there. Fire Monkey King was definitely in a position of soloing. You just needed to get procs, needed to resist a little bit of the attack power reduction from Oliver. I don't know if it was built on revenge at all, because I feel like we didn't see any revenges coming out of the Fire Monkey King. That was pretty wild.
I think it was on Nemesis. I saw the attack bar game thingy and a lot of monkey on Nemesis now because they don't want to get one shot turn 1, which is one of the biggest problem for the Monkey King is getting one shot.
So there's the Chandra
we have
first
the
pick.
Chandra. Yup.
Where's the Okeanos? Thinking.
Oh. Switching it up a little bit with the Water Toon Angel right there, maybe. Les does have all the LDs that he hasn't used yet, like a Dolmen, for example. I think he does have that, and many other things that he could have been using, but he's really sticking with Elemental Draft right now.
Yeah, I mean, that just speaks for the meta that we're in right now. Like, LD Nat 5s, they're all great. There's nothing wrong with playing LD Nat 5s, but sometimes just having clutch LD Nat 5s for the right time is sometimes the better route, because the current regular element stuff, everything's just so good. We've got so many great options.
All right, we have an Ashur and we have the Smicer coming up here. Velaju getting picked up the kind of Smicer. Julian pick up because Julian is Julian. There's really no real answer for Julian.
Yeah, Julian's a phenomenal pick here. Definitely providing a lot of damage here for Les's draft. Is that a triple revenge Verd or is that a Swift Verd? I feel like if that's a Swift Verd, that could be the... Oh, no way. He's asking for a chow.
Wait, is that Antares getting last pick right there from the side of H.FROG? And oh my god, one of my favorite units. That is going to be the Fire Garo getting picked up by Les. Then that thing's going to provide amazing AoE dots and stun. That's like Rika.
What? And he bans the content pick. Wow, H.FROG, I am suddenly not a fan of you. I wanted to see that go through so bad.
I see how quickly that Antares is going to die because Julian is ready for a meal.
Yep. Does get the full team strip here. Look, if he sets up that defense break, he could pump that unit out of here. Doesn't need it.
But he doesn't really need it. The Antares is going to fall to the stun. Pushback onto the fire unit as well. But here comes the Smicer with the lucky strip. Actually did it. I'm just kidding.
Got it. He needs to land the bombs as well to slow this unit down here. Doesn't land the bombs. Gets the additional turn. Doesn't get that strip on the Velajewel either.
Here comes more damage coming on to the Antares. I feel like the Antares on high resistance. I feel. But it might just be Antares being lucky. But how long can the Antares stay? Because the Julian is about to move and Julian is not a unit you can just stop with a conventional way.
Yeah, look how healthy that Antares is right now. That's where all of Les's attention is going to go. It's going to go into this Antares. Oh, that's a really nice defense break because Velajewel is going to take advantage of that. Oh, well, he's going to push his team in front. No additional turn coming out of this Antares.
Here comes the strip. Here comes the Smicer coming in with the big bomb. Can he drop and land the bomb? He missed the first time. Here's his second chance to bomb the enemy.
He gets it. Additional turn coming out of Antares. Some big damage going out onto the field right now.
All that work, and Antares is still on the field doing so much damage, though.
If he's able to proc here, Vertiheal's going to be pushing his team forward, and we're going to get more healing coming from this Smicer. Watch how much Smicer is going to heal up this Antares, too. Oh,
wait, you're telling me that Les is about to lose this game?
No, that's impossible. Wait. That's not happening here.
It is happening. Les lost a unit. 2 units are low HP. Meanwhile, Antares is still standing strong. Of all the things that can beat him today, it has to be Antares.
That's actually hilarious that Antares is the unit taking him down. 2019,
Oh, my-
Antares took Lest to victory. And H.FROG is using that very unit to take down Lest right now. And there you have it. H.FROG, the protege, the guildie, is getting the victory.